video. This is my final persuasive speech. My topic is immigration. So, my timer. The legal system for immigration is broken. And today I'll be talking about how the system is far too restrictive overall. And there's no immigration category for entrepreneurs who are just people who are trying to make a profit. And finally, how illegal immigrants can't even leave and return to reapply to be legalized. And why do they have a hard time to legalize? Well, first of all, it's way too restrictive. And throughout the years, it's actually become harder to be legalized. Well, first of all, 1820. That's the year we're going to talk about. And in 1820, the U.S. had a 30% more legal immigrants per capita compared to 2017's 0.35%, and it being extremely lower before. The U.S. ranks 48th out of 50 countries with the highest per capita GDP in the world. Right now, we are at the lowest levels of population growth since the Great Depression. This already sounds unfair for immigrants coming into this country, but guess what? It gets worse. There is no immigration category for entrepreneurs. For the people coming to make a profit in our own country. Yeah, the U.S. is unlike the rest of the world and has no permanent residence category is specifically for immigrants trying to start a business. The U.S. does have a temporary visa categories that allow some to become permanent, but it's difficult because they need a sponsor to petition on their behalf. When they're in the temporary status, they have to reapply over and over again and hope that each administration still believes that their economic contributions can receive renewals. This completely discourages immigrants, entrepreneurs, to start a business here, to start a business in this country who has one of the best economies in the world. So not only is it super hard for normal people from other countries to get in, but it's difficult for companies and business people to get in here so they can make a profit. Well, we haven't gotten into the big stuff yet. The biggest problem in the system is one that many people have done and struggled with throughout the years, which is how illegal immigrants cannot leave and return to reapply, which is a huge problem because people make mistakes and they need a way to fix that. And the government needs to stop relying on force to fix these problems, because they might have worked back then in 1820, but they do not now. That is not the solution right now. The immigrant, for example, the Immigrant Responsibility Act of 1996 made the 3 to 10 year rule behind bars, which, for example, if you stay any more than 180 days illegally in this country, you can stay up to 3 years in prison. And compared to if you stay a year, you can stay up to 10 years in prison if you stay here illegally. Which actually incentivizes people to remain the illegal status, which what we see in a lot nowadays. Which this is why our president needs to build a huge wall and to keep people out. Because there are too many people who are staying the illegal status, even though there are options to change it, but are too risky for their needs. But how do we fix these horrible and unbalanced problems? Well, there's always a solution to every problem. Trust me. And the solution to fix this broken legal system towards immigrants is to donate to this foundation I found, which is called a light. This is a foundation who helps refugees and who are in help, which includes immigrants, and and this includes immigrants. They have a bunch of lawyers who are trying to fix all the problems that we have now, and so basically, I have brought up the points of how the legal system is far too restrictive overall, and that there's no immigration category for entrepreneurs, which is, again, strange, and finally, how illegal immigrants cannot leave and reapply to be legalized. The one thing I need to say is that immigration is faulty. Our treatment towards immigration is faulty. The legal system is faulty. Congress is faulty. The amount of years it takes is faulty. Everything about it is faulty. But can you answer me? How do we make it not faulty? What can we do? And my recommendation is to donate to this awesome foundation, which takes care of all the problems that we might have of this. And so to find them, you can find them at www.alight.com, or if you want to find out more information about these problems and how to fix them yourselves, and maybe even make your own foundation, you can go to www.theatlantic.com or www.theopensocietyfoundation.com. They both have a bunch of information which can regards to these problems, and they can really inform you on how people struggle with this every single day, even though our system, our government says that it's all right and it's actually the right thing to do, which, as you can see, it's not. So thank you. Okay, I got 7 minutes and 42 seconds. Thank you for watching.